Mr. Spike Lee.
What's up, Jesse?
It is such an
How you
honor
doing,
to
sir?
meet you. This movie was awesome.
Thank you.
What I really want to start with is the fact that thank you for putting out movies with messages.
Thank you.
In a day and age where we have so much reality TV, putting...
Reality TV has not been a good thing for the United States of America.
There's no discussion, and I love that your movie spoke about discussion.
And again, I'm not speaking on behalf of anybody else but myself. Reality TV has been horrible for this country.
With this movie, why was it so important to take this specific Greek play, to take this specific isolation in Chicago, which, like you say, I mean, I experienced it, and I've experienced it in Brooklyn, to experience it out here in L.A. Why Chicago specifically? You call it the canary in the mine.
Yes. Coal mine.
Coal mine, excuse me.
Well, we use Chicago because, let me start again. So give me a little more time, all right?
I got you.
Let's start. I just like to state this. In no way, shape, or form are we saying that gun violence only takes place in Chicago. In fact, in the film, the great Angela Bassett talks about that same thing, says it's not just Chicago, it's Philadelphia, which is Philadelphia, Bodymore, Murderland, which is Baltimore, Bucktown, that's Brooklyn, New York, but also South Central LA, Atlanta, Houston, I mean, any urban area. This is an epidemic. But to tackle this, you don't pick the smallest places happening. You pick the biggest, in my opinion. And that's why we chose Chicago. Chicago South Side, because it's not all Chicago. All of us who took English class, I know you read A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. So there's one Chicago, and then there's CHIRAQ. So as my wife told me, there's a very, very great thing she said, Tanya Lee. So I got to give her credit. Chicago is like the canary in the coal mine. So if you want to deal with what we're talking in this film, you got to deal with it where it's happening the most. New York City. Look, I'm not saying this. People get killed there too. Every day. But New York City has 3 times the population of Chicago. Not unos, dos, tres. 3 times the population of Chicago, yet Chicago has more homicides than New York. Same thing with LA. So this is a very serious thing.
And with social media, I see that in the movie, that was such a important part that you played. I just got off a panel discussion about social media with your commentary. I think it's a huge problem.
Here's the thing. That's why we put up those
the little
tweets.
Yep.
People have been killed behind what they posted on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. This is not some science fiction shit that I'm making up. You can speak to the families or go to the graves on Chicago South Side of people, you know, who are the victim of that.
Well, Mr. Spike Lee, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, one more question.
So you talked about social media, and then we talked about segregation.
But here's the thing that I like, very, very important point. In no way, shape, or form I'm saying we should eradicate social media.
No.
We got to do something about the guns. That's what we got to do something about. The guns.
But is it about taking the guns fully away, or is it about...
No. Spike's not saying
no,
I'm going to evade people's Second Amendment rights. But we need tougher gun legislations. Background checks. Let's title guns like the great Father Michael Flager. That's his thing now. Let's title guns like cars.
And what would you tell the youth watching this movie if they could take one thing you specifically want them to pull from this movie?
If I could rephrase that. Can I look at the camera?
100%.
There's one thing I could say to these young brothers out there on the south side of Chicago who feel that no one loves them, no one's behind them. They see no future. They've dropped out of high school, can't get a job, broke. I just want you to understand that life is valuable. Your life is valuable. And just understand that the most important thing anyone can have is that person's life, your life. Please treasure that. Please treasure your life and somebody else's life. This killing shit, we gotta stop it. We gotta squash that. Got to.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
My man.